Hello and welcome back, your lovely faces, to another video here on the channel. Today we have got a fantastic video. We did go over this the other day on stream, but only a little bit. But now we actually have a few other people who have actually come out and been like, right, okay, the judge has sided with Johnny Depp, which is just fantastic. And to be honest with you, it's a huge win at this moment. This year has been fantastic for wins. Again, we had that little bit of a snippet of trouble when here in the UK when the judges went, yeah, we're not going to do the appeal, just forget about it. But now we're moving forward. We've seen so much evidence come out and it's great to see. What are we talking about? We're talking about the judge who has sided with Johnny Depp. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So let's look into it. This is coming from the USA Today, but we also have the actual document which we will go through. Judge sides with Johnny Depp, ACLU must reveal if she donated $7 million divorce settlement. Johnny Depp has notched a victory in his lengthy legal battle against her. A New York judge has partially granted a petition from the Pirates of the Caribbean star to determine if AH donated the entirety of his $7 million divorce settlement to the ACLU and to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, as she pledged. As a result of the ruling, the ACLU must release documents that confirm whether or not she followed through on the donation promise, which has become a point of contention in the former couple's legal saga. Mr. Depp is most gratified by the court's decision, Depp's attorney Benjamin Chew has said in a statement to USA Today. USA Today has reached out to AH's attorney and to the ACLU for comment, which they haven't done. So they haven't come back, they haven't responded, which just goes to show how much they know that they're in deep shit. In November, Depp lost a libel. The 2018 headline that they did this. The case pitted Depp against a powerful tabloid and its editor, with AH as their star witness. In March, he was refused the appeal after his lawyer, Andrew Caldecott, argued that AH's donation pledge was a calculated and manipulative lie that tipped the scales against Mr. Depp from the very beginning, which it did. Caldecott also alleged that one of AH's intended charitable beneficiaries, Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, wrote to Johnny Depp's business advisor in 2019 saying she had not made any payments. Lawyers for the Sun's publisher rejected the arguments in court in March, saying AH did not lie about the donations because she was pledging to pay the sums over 10 years, which no one even knew. No one even came out and said that was happening until they went to court and said, well, she hasn't done this, and why have I got the hospitals asking me where her money is? If she pledged, they wouldn't be saying, where's our money? You know? She had made a number of payments already in pursuance of these pledges, said Adam Walansky. The High Court ruling came after a 3-week circus-like trial in July, during which Johnny Depp and AH both took the stand and both were damaged by lurid testimonies about everything that they did. But that's what we got by there, ladies and gentlemen, and, we went through all of this before, and it's kind of sad to see that these people, the ones who are on her side, the ones who are supporting her, the ones who are literally going out of their way, stating lies that she has told them, they are putting their own careers in jeopardy. Biggest one at this moment in time is Elaine, her actual lawyer. She's come out and said the op-ed was about Johnny Depp, even though you've had all the people from her to the moon. It's not about him. It's not about Johnny Depp. Why would it be about Depp? It's never about him. But the emails from the ACLU to AH and everyone else proves that it is. But this is what we got. This coming from the real Loralie Dee on Twitter. If you're not following her, guys, she does put a good effort in when she gets all these documents, and she spends a lot of her own money, which she doesn't want any help for it, which, again, that just goes to show how class the woman is. So this is what we got. Upon the foregoing documents, it is hereby ordered that the petition is granted in part and denied in part. Petitioner John Depp II commenced a special proceeding to enforce a series of out-of-state subpoenas issued by petitioner's New York counsel, pursuant to the CPLR 3119, to respondents, the American Civil Liberties Union Foundation, the ACLU, and its employees, Benjamin Wisner and Anthony Romero. Petitioners assert that compliance with the subpoenas is material and necessary to the prosecution of a defamation action currently pending in the Circuit Court of Fairfax County in the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Virginia action. Petitioner commenced the Virginia action on March 1st, 2019. Remember, that's 13 months after he paid AH the final amount of the divorce settlement of the $7 million, which she then had, she said that she donated it because we have this clip telling people on national TV.
Then there was a divorce settlement, you got $7 million. People were saying this is all about the money, but then you did something that twisted that whole argument. What did you do with that money?
$7 million in total was donated to, I split it between the ACLU and Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
ACLU
was donated to.
She said she donated it, and everyone's like, that is amazing of you, well done, and the crowd's like, hey, well done, well done. Yeah, she lied. Defamation based on statements of his ex-wife, AH, made an opinion piece published in the Washington Post on December 18th, 2018, which implied the petitioner had committed this against her during their marriage. It is undisputed that the ACLU suggested AH write and assisted her in submitting the op-ed in the Washington Post. In a related legal proceeding in the United Kingdom, AH claimed that she donated her entire $7 million divorce settlement to the ACLU and non-party Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, and thus she had no financial motive to falsely claim that Mr. Depp had done this to her during their marriage. Petitioner now seeks discovery from the ACLU and its employees to confirm whether she did in fact donate the entirety of the $7 million settlement to charity. The Court of Appeals addressed the requirements for enforcement of non-party subpoenas in Capon v. Koch. We conclude that the subpoenaing party must first sufficiently state the circumstances or reasons underlying the subpoena, either on the face of the subpoena itself or in a notice accompanying it. The witness, in moving to quash, must establish either that the discovery sought is utterly irrelevant to the action or that the futility of the process to uncover anything legitimate is inevitable or obvious. Should the witness meet this burden, the subpoenaing party must then establish that the discovery sought is material and necessary to the prosecution or defence of an action, i.e., that it is relevant. Petitioner has satisfied the initial burden of stating the circumstances or reasons underlying the subpoena, with the exception of one category of demanded documents. The ACLU has failed to demonstrate that the information sought is utterly irrelevant to the action. However, this court finds that the documents requested concerning AH's role as an ambassador for the ACLU are irrelevant to petitioner's defamation case, which pertains only to the statement AH made in her op-ed, and petitioner has failed to otherwise demonstrate why such documents are material and necessary to his prosecution. ACLU's argument that the subpoena is improper as Mr. Depp could obtain the information from another source, i.e. from AH, is unavailing, as then the section imposes no requirement that the subpoenaing party demonstrate it cannot obtain the requested disclosure from any other source. She wouldn't give him the satisfaction. She wouldn't give him the documents because she's just, no, you're not having anything from me, but I want everything off you. Holding so long as the disclosure is relevant, or the prosecution or defence of an action, it must be provided by the non-party. That's the Capon versus Koch. Finally, this court finds that the confidentiality protections proposed by Mr. Depp for any trade secrets or proprietary business information produced by the ACLU or its representatives are sufficient to protect the interests of respondents. The court has considered respondents' remaining arguments and find them to be unavailing and or non-dispositive. Thus, for the reasons stated herein, the petition is granted and denied in part, and respondents are ordered to comply with all subpoenas, with the exception those provisions of the subpoenas juice tecum that request documents pertaining to her role as a brand ambassador. To me, this is just absolutely fantastic now, and the reason is because the ACLU have been so cocky. They've been like, he doesn't deserve any of this. Why should we give him the money? Why should we give him documents? Why should we give anything out to anyone? We know what we've done. It's because it's the law, mate. People are asking just for simple bits of information, which, as you can see, the judge has gone, well, it's necessary, you can hand it over. They've just been children. No, I'm not going to give him anything. Because now that AH has had the email sent, obviously, to the courts and everyone else has seen them, she's thrown the ACLU under the bus. She doesn't care about the ACLU anymore. This is why she's like, oh yeah, they can just go and do this. That's exactly what is happening. And to be honest with you, this is such a fantastic win. Everyone needs to be like, yes. Everyone needs to celebrate this because it is just so fantastic. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for future updates, and I'll see each and every one of you soon.